With this true blue salute, I'm Karla Nichols reporting. Joining us today is the treasurer of the Loup City FFA Chapter, Conrad Kaminski. How are you doing today, Conrad?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. In talking about the Loup City FFA Chapter, share a little bit more about some of the recent contests. There's been range judging and also livestock judging. Share a little bit more about your involvement with those two contests.
Yeah, so earlier this summer and beginning of the fall, or later this summer and beginning of the fall, we had range judging, and then we competed in that. Then we started practicing for livestock judging, and thankful enough, our team competed in the livestock judging, and we made it to state. So we're really excited about that. We had a good range judging, but just couldn't quite get it done. But we're really excited. We're preparing to go to state in the livestock judging.
In competing in both the range side of things and then also livestock, do you have a favorite or preference between the two contests?
Yeah, I like livestock judging. It's real fun. I like evaluating livestock and giving reasons and just meeting all the different people throughout the livestock industry.
In talking about reasons, sometimes it's a little nerve-wracking to do reasons. I know when I was in FFA, it was kind of nerve-wracking, but what are some challenges that you've overcome while competing in or in livestock judging or that you've learned skill-wise?
I've accommodated a lot of new skills throughout the years. A lot of people just showing me, some tricks and tactics. I go to a lot of different camps throughout the summer. They just show me a lot of different things that I can use to my advantage, like in giving reasons and not being so nervous and being more fluent with my words. But yeah, just helping those little things that help me get through these competitions to have a little bit start of an edge.
And in looking at other contests, CDEs are coming up. Share a little bit more about what contests you're working towards for CDEs.
Yeah. So in CDEs, I'll be competing in the agronomy side and the meats side. So we've been studying here on the meats and the agronomy. So I think we have both pretty good teams. We have a pretty salty agronomy team and a pretty salty meats team. So we'll see how it goes.
In talking about the meat evaluation contest, what all does that contain? What are some of the different things that you study in order to prepare for contest?
So we'll study the different cuts of meats. There'll be lamb, pork, and beef. So we got to study all different kinds of cuts and how they are cuts and like their evaluation kind of.
And in talking about the chapter as a whole, again, you guys have a greenhouse and spring is approaching with the greenhouse being used more and amping up things ready for the greenhouse. Share a little bit more about your involvement with the Loop City greenhouse.
Yeah, so every year we have a big flower sale. And so we ordered all of our seeds last week, and in a couple of weeks we'll start planting all of our flowers. And that's a really big we get a lot of money for that and a lot of fundraising. So that really helps our chapter buy stuff for new things and stuff like that. It really helps get our young kids in the greenhouse and show them what to do. So when some of our older members leave, some of the new kids know what to do and stuff like that.
Has the greenhouse been around for the Loop City FFA chapter to use, or has it been a new addition to the chapter?
No, we've had the greenhouse for a few years now, and it's really been a big change, and we can do a lot of stuff with it, and it's really a good thing for our FFA chapter.
In talking about learning and the FFA chapter as a whole, there's also a program for FFA members to participate in an SAE, also known as a Supervised Agriculture Experience. I believe you have an entrepreneurship SAE. Share a little bit more about some of the things you do through this SAE.
Yeah, so my entrepreneurship SAE is about the cattle that I own, and so I got to keep records about like what I'm giving them, when I'm giving them, the hours I put into them, stuff like that. And it's really taught me a lot of different things about keeping records and being smart and making smart business decisions throughout my entrepreneurship and learning new things and meeting new people.
And talking a little bit more on the cattle side of things, is this something that you started doing with FFA, or is it kind of coincide with something that you've already started that you grew up with?
Yeah, so I've grown up with cattle my whole life, and I've started buying some more and more. And then, fortunate enough, I put it into my SAE project, and they kind of work hand in hand. So it's been really great.
In looking at all of the contests and the different programs that you've been involved with through the FFA program, how will this help impact or be the steps leading towards your future after high school?
Yeah, so all these events, I meet new different people, and It's always great meeting new friends, and they always teach me. From every event, I try and learn something new and get something to take out of it, you know. I'm really thankful we have such a great new teacher here, Cody Shaleski. He's taught me a lot of things this year, and just keep on working forward and try and win some more competitions and learn more so I can be a good leader myself.
And in wrapping up our conversation today, talking a little bit more on the chapter side of things, your chapter's been pretty busy, but a few months ago, there was a fire that happened in Sherman County. The FFA chapter was able to help out help out after the fire had happened. Share a little bit more about the FFA's involvement with this.
Yeah, so we went out and we helped farmers that lost their fences in the fire build new fences, and a lot of us chapter members went out and we did that, and we volunteered, and it was a really great cause. The community saw what we were doing, and we helped farmers out, so it was all a great thing.
Well, thank you for taking the time to join me today, Conrad, and best of luck with CDEs that are coming up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Again, this has been a True Blue Salute here on the Rural Radio Network. I'm Karla Nichols, and joining me was the treasurer of the Loup City FFA chapter, Conrad Kaminski.